Hey guys, Duff here, and I am back with Duff's Drops of the Day. Just finished playing the Ultimate Pass tournament, which is at Harbour Town this week, and had a really good round on the back nine, so I thought I would share with you guys some of the drops that I had. Let's just get right into it. Hole 10 at Harbour Town. Reachable in a tailwind. You can get to no adjust in a tailwind. Unfortunately, I had a headwind here, so again, I laid up, as is my plan, right to max Bigfoot range. Now on this hole, I'm comfortable with dropping it right at max Bigfoot because I know that if I have a headwind, the green is very conducive to hitting a lightning rod. So you can see there, I backed off my backspin to just under 2 bars because I've got that 3.8 tailwind right at max Bigfoot. A little bit of right spin on there because I want to be spinning into the wind. Because it's got that slight little bit of left component on it, I've got a little bit of right spin. So I have a look at my line. I add all that full backspin back on because I know that tailwind's going to push it and expand that line again. Now, another thing to take into consideration here is I'm pulling down a hill. So you'll notice I'm set up a little bit closer to the hole than I normally would, and I've offset my target on the left edge because pulling down the hill is going to cause an under adjust. So I offset that by offsetting my target. I could pull a 1/10 of a less ring, but this is just the way I'm comfortable doing it. Hit ultimate and watch the speed at which this goes in. It's absolutely perfect. Bang, 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 center cup. 999 all day long. Now here's a fun one. We're on to hole number 4 here. So I missed 2, I missed 3. And I'm back to hole 4. Now this is one of the few holes in the entire game where I lay up to max hive distance. I don't like the Orion here. I don't even know if there's room. And I lay up right at max hive. I think I'm 1 or 2 rings shy of max. Now look at the offset I've got here. In the right to left wind, I've got 1 bar of right spin on. And I'm set up, it looks around 2 cups right of the hole because that secondary is going to pick up after that first bounce and push the ball to the left. Now that Tour Pro ball saved me from the great left there. Now look at the secondary kick in and it goes dead center cup, 999 again. That is a very tough hole. Now we're on to the par 3, number 5. Now this is lightning rod all day long. I have troubles on the left to right wind for some reason on this hole. So I know tomorrow when the final for the Ultimate Pass is in, that I will probably be using a good ball here with lightning rod. So what do? I practice the way I'm going to play the final. So I dump the wind all the way down to 2.8. So the wind that you see in the corner is what my final wind's going to be. You're going to see me change balls here in a little bit. Again, I've added a little bit of left spin. Because I've got that left to right wind, I want to spin it into the wind. I don't want to spin it with the wind because that secondary is going to kick in and it's just going to take it right and I'll miss by a mile. So I've added a little bit of left spin to come in from the left. Now, the replay glitch here isn't showing an accurate representation of what I had. I had full backspin on here and the guide short of the hole. So don't do exactly what I did here and have the guide in that place. You want full backspin and the guide short of the hole. Adjust just under 7 rings. And the biggest thing I wanted to pay attention here was the line at which it came in. So I could learn for the final tomorrow. And look at this. Rolls in nicely. You can see just a little bit of right break right at the very end of that shot. But 1400 and we move on to the next hole. So we've got the par 3 17. So I did drop 6. Unfortunately, my replay was too long and it didn't save. I had a tailwind off the tee. I just blasted an RB with the Tour Pro, and I was right around just under max route and dropped that. Now, this is a fun little hole because you're pulling down the hill on that right to left wind and you don't always realize it. But now you guys will. So I keep a little bit of right spin on this only because I've got that right. Again, that's the theme of this one. I've got that right to left wind, so I want to be curling it into the wind rather than let that secondary wind grab it and take it all the way left. So I am pulling down the hill a bit. You can see me go back and forth a bunch here, just trying to get that distance right. So I am pulling down a hill. So I'm setting up on the left edge because I know there's a requirement to have an under adjust when pulling down the hill. So that takes care of that. I make my pull. And it's drops of the day, so you know this is going in. Finally hit a good ultimate. Don't need to be saved with the ball. Now, it's tough to be nitpicky there. That did go in on the right edge. I'd like them to go in the middle just to give me a little bit of room for error, but I'll never complain with an ace. Now, hole 9, tough hole at times. Very, very important on this hole to hit as close to max Bigfoot range as you can get. In this case, I was aiming to get around 4 bars back from max because I wanted to stay with a Bigfoot if I had a headwind. I don't love lightning rod on this back left pin position. And you can see there, I'm right at 4 bars or 4 rings back from max. Again, I keep that right arc on the shot view. And this one's so important to get up near max. If you are back in the 8, 10, 12 ring spot from max, the rollout on this is so big. It's such a tough shot. So again, the replay is not a true representation of what the shot view was. I did a full backspin here, guide in the hole. And again, I'm left edge because I'm pulling down a hill. And we've got the big wind. Well, big for a Tour Pro, the 4.2 wind. And I believe this one sneaks in right on the left edge. There it is. So there we are, back with Duff's Drops of the Day. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you next time.